She wants me to introduce myself. I was an oncologist to begin with. When I was young, I was a child prodigy. And then I studied oncology in Australia, in Canberra. And then I got a job offer with Indian Army Service. So I went to America to the investigations, then met a very famous economist, Amartya Sen, got a Nobel Prize later, and changed my mind, to get a PhD at an Ivy League university. Ivy League is one of the rare universities in America, have a lot of wealth, like Yale, Harvard, Princeton, Columbia. So I decided to become an Ivy League professor. So I had to get a PhD. So I got a PhD. Then after I got a PhD, I became a professor at Yale University. And now I'm spreading the values. So next question is why cancer is become so ubiquitous. So what has happened is beforehand we did not know how to detect cancer, and cancer affects different parts of the body, and we call it metastasizing, meaning it could spread easily. So like cold, we don't have any cure for cancer. So what has happened is with your lifestyle, with your environment, with the food habit. Initially, in the old times, human civilization, everything was nature. Now it has become we control the nature. For example, the dairy farming. Dairy farming was created by us. That was not naturally there. The calf is supposed to have the mother's milk. We restricted now. We put our hand and inseminate the cow. All kinds of the cow, the industry, dairy industry, has spread in a way we cannot control it. And worst thing is, the Monsanto, companies like Monsanto, they have come up with artificial seed generation. So they call it modified organisms. Okay, modified organisms. So when they modify genetically modified or GMO, then all the food quality we have causes cancer because it is modified. It's not nature driven. So that makes cancer worse. So that is why we find with the marching of the civilization, uh, we have more cancer which on which humans don't have to. Yes. So why older people have more? So what happens is as we age, we humans we used to live much shorter, 50, 60, 70 we used to die. Now we live to 90, 100 with the progress of the medical science. But the sad part is the immunity of the body goes down as we get old. So when the immunity is down of the body, the disease spreads. Specifically diseases like cold and cancer. You get pneumonia, you could die. Old age, you get cancer, you could die. Cancer has no control, cold has no control. Pneumonia sometimes will not kill you right away, but if you're old, it will kill you because your immunity is down. So it is spreading among all the old people more because of our food habit. And that is very, very important. Our food habit, what we eat, we are what we eat. Okay. Next question. We went in. It's a very beautiful question. Good question. So what is basically has caused when we were nature driven, cancer was not, cold was not there. So we bring it upon ourselves, we humans, the way we live, the way we eat, it determines what we're doing to our body. Our body, if you live in nature, to the nature, and if you just subsist, the best food is vegan food. You start eating meat, you have no control because of the GMO. You start eating fish, you have no control. Yes. How do you?
Healthy habits.
How to change the video?
No, how can you make that
Eating habit more
healthy?
healthier so that you can prevent cancer. So there are two, three things I'll tell you, very important. First thing is you have to change the vessels in your kitchen. Very important. Because the Teflon is carcinogenic. You know, in India also we still have asbestos that causes cancer. Asbestos is all banned in North America, European countries. They have the resources. Here, poor people still have the asbestos. You go to their podiums, you still have the thing oozing, the gas oozing from there. So you have to change all this, okay? And that is just one example. Food habit, okay? If you avoid GMO dishes, genetically modified organs, you could Google and find out Monsanto, the company in US that made it popular. That's why so much corn is produced, so much food is produced for the cows. Normal people do not know.
Common people.
Sorry,
Common people.
common people will not know the market awareness. Very good question. Okay, excellent question. So what happens is we have to do. Our social media is very strong. Our TV, news. We have to spread. When I went to America in 80, their awareness was much lower. When I went to Europe in 70s, their awareness was lower. They increased the awareness through the TV, through the advertisements. We throw plastic everywhere. Plastic is the biggest problem of India, countries like developing countries, because it's not biodegradable. Everything else you can throw paper, other thing biodegradable. Which see your mother does the compost, which is very good. So every house has to learn. When I went to America, they just have garbage they threw. Now there are three bins. The one for recycling, one for compost, one for the garbage. So you separate. Now it's difficult because you need resources. The Modi or Modi's government, we have a lot of resources from the industry. If you make the industry more palatable towards this kind of recycling, this kind of awareness, you make it what we call public-private partnership. It starts at home. Absolutely good. The charity begins at home. You begin at home, then it spreads. Home. How to do that? So it's tough because the awareness has to come from the definition of politics is intelligent allocation of scarce resources. So we have these many resources. Modi has it, Stalin has it, whatever. The leaders have to decide where to put the resources. If leaders are smart, the country changes. Thank you. Very what a pleasure. Thank you so much. Appreciate.